was the first pharaoh found intact in his tomb, but he wasn't alone. One ruler occupies Valley of the King's royal graves. These rock-carved chambers near Luxor were designed for one person to lodge and guard Egyptian royalty in the afterlife. Theban necropolis tomb in Deir el-Bahari rejected these preconceptions in 1881. Several royal mummies were found there. Scholars recognize 11 New Kingdom pharaohs, including Seti I, who was absent from his tomb at Ramses the Great. The royal cache, or TT 320 or DB 320, was the tomb of the high priest of Elmon and his family, who lived approximately 960 BC. In 1881, Egyptologists unearthed around 50 bodies in the tomb. Seti I and Ramses II were among the rulers and queens whose tombs were unoccupied. The Deir el-Bahari discovery located these royals, but many more were still missing. In 1898, Amenhotep II's tomb yielded another magnificent truth. Looking for kings, Victor Loret became Egyptian Antiquities Organization Director in 1897. The monocled Frenchman, a leading Egyptologist, focused on the adjacent Valley of the Kings where numerous New Kingdom pharaohs were buried. He succeeded. Loret and his team found Thutmose III's tomb on February 12, 1898, one of Egypt's finest military monarchs who invaded Syria in the mid-15th century BC. It was robbed in antiquity, like many royal graves. The warrior pharaoh's tomb treasures survived. On March 9, Loret's team found another tomb at the base of the Valley of the King's Cirque structure. Loret, the local foreman, entered with candles and a raise. The raise uncovered an Ashabti with King Amenhotep II's name in the wreckage. It was a tantalizing clue, but not conclusive. The entrance and slope passages dug into the mountain until they reached a well loaded with exquisite grave items. Broken pieces remained. Loret was unhappy to discover that this tomb had been looted too. Going deeper, Loret and the raise entered a two-pillared rectangular room deeper in the structure. Candlelight revealed a funeral boat. Loret wrote, "A body lay there upon the boat, all black and hideous, its grimacing face turning towards me and looking at me, its long brown hair in sparse bunches around its head. After thieves stole its bandages and accoutrements, it was nude but unhurt aboard the boat." Two men warily descended a chamber-end stairway. It had a corridor. Six-pillared room was down another passageway. Walls have pastel murals. Amenhotep II's name on the walls awoke the two men. This helped bury a New Kingdom ruler and architect. Loret and the rays crossed broken wood, crockery, and alabaster to reach a massive stone sarcophagus without a cover in a deep portion of the room. Closed caskets had flowers and dry leaves. Burglars may have left a pharaoh's mummy in its sarcophagus. Loret inquired. A nearby container held 3 mummified bodies. Looters removed their bandages, revealing bodies and faces. The tomb surprised. Large stones obstructed the adjoining chamber's doorway. Loret saw 9 more coffins, 5 with lids, through the gaps with his candle. Royal remains. The freshly found tomb KV 35 exceeded expectations. Loret returned to commence excavation and evacuation. Mummies were removed in cotton-lined boxes. Loret examined the 9 bodies in the side chamber after moving the stones. Loret studied the royal protocol of Ramses IV after dusting away the dust on the nearest coffin lid. From casket to coffin, he exposed Thutmose IV, Amenhotep III Merneptah, Seti I, Siptah, Ramses V, and Ramses VI. Unknown woman owned the 9th. The Frenchman identified a group of relocated mummies that included some of the New Kingdom's most powerful and revered pharaohs. The pharaoh's mummy. Amenhotep II may still be here if this tomb became a secret royal mummy cemetery. The lower burial room sarcophagus has the solution. Loret hadn't opened the coffin when he first saw it, but he was ready now. Loret removed the crown of leaves from the coffin and found the wood hole. Could criminals have taken the mummy? Loret felt nothing. He and his co-workers removed the casket cover under pressure. Mummy was intact. Loret's hand, and probably an earlier looter's, felt nothing at the foot end because the casket was longer than the body. Amenhotep II died about 1400 BC. Missing mummies. Nearly all of the 18th dynasty pharaohs, approximately 1549 BC to 1292 BC, and several from the 19th and 20th dynasties were unearthed at KV 35. Ramses XI ended the latter dynasty in 1077 BC during the decline of the 21st dynasty, 1077 to 950 BC. Royal mummies were stored in pre-existing tombs. Egyptologists observed looting of pharaohs' tombs. The 21st dynasty priests adapted the high priest's Deir el-Bahari tomb to safeguard their ancestors. KV 35 followed when the Deir el-Bahari stockpile was full. Egypt's mightiest rulers slept there until Loret entered with his candle in 1898, proving the choice was good. Treasures in the tomb. The Egyptian Museum in Cairo received most of the KV 35 mummies, but Amenhotep II's body remained in the tomb. The tomb was robbed in 1901. They broke the funerary barge's mummy and took Amenhotep II's body. Howard Carter, the Egyptologist who discovered King Tut's tomb, found the robbers and rescued the pharaoh's injured remains. It was reburied. Amenhotep II, whose ancestors included Akhenaten and Tutankhamun, was transferred to Cairo in 1931. Family trees. 3 mummies, 2 ladies, and 1 young man in Hivi 35 are unidentified. Experts dispute on the prince's identity. He is either Prince Webensenu or Thutmose, King Amenhotep III's eldest son. Egyptologists were frustrated when Lord assumed the mummy reclining on the boat in the pillar room was Prince Webensenu, but the 1901 burglary destroyed that body. 3 mystery mummies. Lord misdiagnosed a female mummy as male because to its shaved head. Younger lady now. In 2003, British Egyptologist Joanne Fletcher thought she was Nefertiti. However, DNA testing in 2010 indicated that the younger lady is King Tutankhamun's unknown mother. Long hair distinguishes the elder lady, the 3rd mummy. In Queen Tut's nested tombs, Tutankhamun's hair was unearthed. The elder lady's hair sample matched Tut's tomb hair, renaming her mummy Queen Tut in 2010. Howard Carter's 1922 discovery of Tutankhamun's whole tomb is the greatest Egyptian discovery. Lawrence Kivi 35 and Deir el-Bahari discoveries reveal the boy king's complex family relationships. The late 1800s and early 1900s Egyptian finds reveal the lifestyles and relationships of powerful royal characters.